Hi everyone! Today we're joined by Nazar. Welcome Nazar.
Hi Chris, glad to be here.
Great to have you. You've got a great story to tell and you're the founder of the Shanghai Bloggers Club. What is the Shanghai Bloggers Club?
Shanghai Bloggers Club is the community that is mostly based in Shanghai, but also we've got members around China and even from other countries, some people. The community is for influencers, for bloggers, for vloggers who are mostly based in China and who are interested to be connected with other bloggers and bloggers, who are interested to learn from each other, who are interested in collaborating with each other, who are interested to get some insight from them, who are interested to find some new friends among others, who are interested to find maybe potential partners among other influencers. Currently we have 600 influencers and each of those have over 5,000 followers on different social media. So that's Shanghai Bloggers Club.
Super. And what kind of activities do you hold, do you run as part of the club?
We have weekly meetups with number one, YouTubers, number two with influencers on Xiaohongshu platform, which is Red. The aim of those meetings are to, number one, learn from each other, number two, get a partner for a collaboration. For example, let's say there are 10 YouTubers coming for this meetup, and there will be 5 different collaborations between them. So there will be 5 pairs of people who will make different content together in the end of the week. They will have to have at least one video that they shoot together. And there are a few of other things that we do, but mainly, yes, those are weekly meetups and big meetups where we invite those inspiring influencers to share.
I'm really curious if you could share more about why you started the club. Why did you start the community? What was your goal?
I came to Shanghai. I was alone here. I didn't have any friends, any relatives here. Like, I was here on my own. Like, no friends, like 0 friends, 0 relatives, 0 contacts. I came here and the only person who I knew after 1 week, he flew away to Europe, to another country.
Okay.
So that's all what I had. And I found myself that I was interested to be connected with like-minded people like me, or with people who are, maybe smarter than me, maybe who are doing something better than me. So that's why I found that was really good idea for me and for other people. I talked with other people. I talked with some foreigners who came to China, and I found that they had similar things that I experienced. And so I basically started inviting those people. We started making different meetups. We started making different activities together. And slowly and gradually it got to some point that we already have 600 people now. That was only possible because many people came to a big city where they were not able to connect, and now they got some sort of ground where they can actually stand and ground where they can actually communicate, because city is huge, but it's like moving to a huge house where you have different rooms and all those rooms are closed. Maybe in those rooms you have awesome people, but you don't see them. And that's like, creating a, swimming pool on the rooftop so that everybody can go in the swimming pool and swim together and just chill, just play. So that's our community where you can actually go and, discover new people, learn something from them, and yeah.
Well, congrats on opening the swimming pool, opening the doors that are allowing each of us to find each other, to learn from each other, to connect with each other. Could you share a bit more about some of the key principles or values that are important to you and how they manifest in the group?
I think there are several of them. Number one is honesty. Honesty in the community. We have a whole bunch of different bloggers and vloggers. It's very important that everybody is being very honest with each other, because we are here in the community, because we want to learn from each other. And if somebody tells you a different story that actually is, that wouldn't lead you to the same results as that person got, and you wouldn't be interested to maybe listen to that person again if that wasn't true. So it's very important to be very honest with what you say, or maybe just don't share about it. If you share, be very honest about it. Number two is about actually sharing. That's really valuable, that in our community people share. Communities are actually, if to look at essence, it's about sharing, it's about maybe exchanging different things between each other. So I really encourage and I really value sharing, so that people can share something that they know. Somebody knows something about YouTube, something knows something about Instagram, something knows something about a different platform. They can share with each other, and they can, all of them can benefit from it. And if there is a room and there are 3 people in the room and everybody is sitting quiet, that's not sharing, that's not community, that's just, that's nothing. So because of that value, I think in our community people are sharing pretty a lot. Number 3, being open and to not be closed from opportunities, because if everybody is open, to what they have, to what they got with others, so everybody will benefit from it. Everybody will be able to to get the best out of the community. Sometimes somebody asks for a contact of a company, sometimes somebody asks for a contact of marketing of a brand, and if somebody shares that brand, somebody shares that contact, everybody benefits from it. And then next time you will get some contacts that you asked for. But if you don't do that, it will not move forward. So that's very important, I think.
I find it's a really interesting example, the one that you mentioned about some people concealing their contacts and others people being more open to share them. I find it interesting because when people share, when someone connects 2 people together, it's actually very easy for that person to do so. And it's very valuable for those other 2 people to have that connection. And I really feel that by doing such an easy task, that will ultimately benefit you, because those people will appreciate what you have done for them, and should in turn actually help you out in the future too. And if they don't, then that's fine. All you've lost is doing something that actually was relatively easy to you anyway. And I feel that actually doing things that benefit others it's not limited, It's not like money. So on the topic of money, have you thought about monetizing the community in any way?
I thought about it, but since the beginning I didn't really thought that.
Okay.
Like first time I was like, hey, that's pretty cool, that's pretty fine. I'm interested to get connected with people, and later when I was running the community, sometimes I was spending more money than I was actually getting back, because we have some activities, some events and things, and I was actually fine with that. I was just thinking of actually making it happen. I didn't think of money, I didn't think of result, in terms of money actually. My result was to actually get my plan done, and in my plan it was to make for example a meeting. In my plan it was written to invite that and that and that person. That's it. I didn't have any plans for income, and I still don't have them, honestly. I still don't have them. I think if I focus on income, if I focus on money, I think probably it would go a little bit different way right now. I feel pretty good that we focus on values, to connect people, to network, to learn from each other, and that is the best how I see it now. I think if I in the future, if I for example need money for something, I would definitely probably find out, or look for ideas how to actually generate profit from this community. But for now, I find some more valuable things here than money. I find some more valuable things that I can, learn and get those really brilliant people. That is the biggest, value.
One of the values you've spoken about in this community is on sharing.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if you could share with the audience about some of the challenges that you've faced so far. What are the biggest challenges you've faced? How have you overcome them? Or have you even overcome them?
Number one challenge is that people, in my case, I had a lot of situations when people were telling that they will come, people were telling that, they will do something, and finally they didn't come to the event. Because of that, now we have at least 2 special guests for the events.
Okay.
So that every time when you come, you are like almost sure that definitely it will happen, because if one doesn't come, second will probably come.
Yeah.
If 2 will not come, well, that's not really good.
But if 2 will not come, you still have the pizza and wine to...
Well, actually, since those situations that happened in the first year, we never had situations that somebody didn't come. For the past year, we had 2 special guests, and always, all the time, everybody comes. And for the past year, our meetups with special guests were like as I expected, as I wanted. Well, I usually want to have more visitors. I usually want to have more people, but even without that, it was pretty good.
What tips would you have for people out there who are trying to start their own community?
Well, number one, there should be, if they actually want, if this is something that they really want, if this is something that they really desire, they need to understand that. In my opinion, if you start something, you should start something that you will not finish in like 5 months, or something that you will not finish in 1 year.
Okay.
So you should be sure that you want to start it. This is my opinion. Because many clubs, many communities, many companies, start and close. So you should be kind of like sure that you actually want it. You should ask yourself a few questions about it. Number 2, if you actually want it, you should write a very detailed plan on how, or not plan, but a vision, how you want it to look like. What kind of people you want to be there, what kind of things they would share there, how and where you would meet, how those people would be, similar with each other, what would be the common thing between all of them, and many other things, like many detailed things, how you see yourself there. All those different details you should write on paper.
Okay.
You should plan it for 3 months, for 1 year. Well, I think 1 year works pretty cool. And then in 1 year you come back to this paper, you see what you actually have, you see what you have on the paper. If you haven't done what you have written on the paper, well, keep moving. If you have done, then take another paper, write what you want to do for the next step. I think that's pretty common for, I think that's pretty common for any other companies, but for the club the same. And also be aware that yes, there is such a thing about people. Sometimes people tell one thing but do another thing. If you somebody doesn't really do what they say, well, that's how it is. You should find people who are who you can trust, and those people who can actually keep their promise, which is very important.
One thing I've noticed and learned from you is that you have a habit of making public commitments. So in the WeChat community that you've set up, you would often state, by the end of this week, I will do ABC. And if I don't do ABC, I'm going to donate X amount of money to someone in the group. So can you share with us more about these public commitments? Does that work for you?
For me, personally, yeah, that's pretty cool thing. I think different people probably are getting motivated by different things. Those people who say and don't do, and those people who say and do. So basically, I want to be beyond those, or among those who are actually saying and doing. And also, on the other hand, when I do those commitments, it helps people to actually understand that we are doing something, you know. For example, when I don't say what we are doing, like nobody understands what's going on. Like maybe they see some people, maybe they see some, you know, but they don't understand what's going on. You know, for example, we had this goal to have 500 members in one like group chat, 500 members till the new year. And I could do it silently probably. If I do it silently, nobody understands the point of our community. Nobody actually, you know, has an idea what's going on. And when I do this public announcement, okay guys, till New Year we will get 500 members. And everybody understands that, hey, yeah, actually, till New Year we will get 500 members. So now maybe we have 200 people, and maybe now it's not very interesting here, but then we will have 500 people, and probably something more interesting will be appearing here. So that's why they decided to stay. I want to elaborate to people what is actually going to happen, what is actually going to be. It's like you are going to jump with a parachute, and you know, your instructor tells you that when you jump, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, and we're going to fly to that place, you know, so that you will be trying to get to that place when you jump with me. And try to not do this, try to not do this, try to not do this. So then you have a very clear vision what is going to happen. You have a very, very clear vision of what is going to happen. If he doesn't tell you about that, like, you know, you will be super scared. You will be like, oh, like, what's going on here? I don't understand. What should I do? Man, please take this ring. Please land us somewhere. Please land us here. Don't go there. You know, you will be crazy. But when I, you know, say something, make some clear plans for our community, people at least understand what's going to happen, where we go. Maybe they will tell me, hey man, maybe we should not go there, maybe we should try this one. So then maybe I will change my mind and I will do something else.
Yeah. So Nazar, let's look to the future. What does the future have in store for the Shanghai Bloggers Club?
Future, I have very clear future of the next 3 months. Till 30 or 31st of May, we will have 1,000 members of the Shanghai Bloggers Club. That's my closest goal that we have.
Okay.
I am very, very excited to see, you know, what will happen and how it will look like when we have 1,000 members. I am looking forward to see some newcomers that will join us. I'm sure there will be, you know, exciting people. I'm sure that they will bring a lot of value to our community, and everybody will be very interested and eager to connect with them.
So for someone out there who wants to join the community, how can they find it?
So we are called the Shanghai Bloggers Club. I think for everybody it's very simple to, for example, open Instagram and to just search Shanghai Bloggers Club. You can find our page. You can either send a direct message there. Yeah, I think that's now the best way. You can also find me somewhere on social media, on WeChat or on Facebook. But I think Shanghai Bloggers Club on Instagram would be the best way. You can also see some pictures from our events, and yeah, I think that's the best way for now.
Okay. It's been a real pleasure having you here today, Nazar. Thanks for taking the time to share with me, to share with the audience about the journey that you've been on with the Shanghai Bloggers Club. I've certainly benefited so much as a member, as have the other 590 odd members. So thanks a lot, Nazar.
Thanks for this interview. I'm very, very pleased to have it and to be here.
Bye for now.
Bye.